What happened in West Ham's run to the Europa League semi-final? After years of disappointment in the qualifiers for European competitions, going out to the likes of Astra Gugu from Romania, West Ham hadn't played in a European tournament for decades. Where the last appearance in a major European competition was the Cup Winners' Cup in 1981, which ended in a quarter-final exit. However, after a brilliant season in 2021 during lockdown, West Ham secured a 6th place finish and would definitely be going through to the Europa League group stage. David Moyes' men were drawn alongside Dinamo Zagreb from Croatia, Genk from Belgium and Rapid Vienna from Austria. And after yet another brilliant start to the Premier League season, West Ham were clear favourites to top the group. The first game came away at Dinamo Zagreb, which ended in a 2-0 West Ham win, goals coming from Mikel Antonio and Declan Rice. Then we came home to play Rapid Vienna and won 2-0 again. Another goal from Declan Rice and this time Saïd Benrahma. West Ham were top of the group and a 3-0 win at home to Genk made that even stronger. Unfortunately though, the 100% record did come to an end as we went up to Genk and drew 2-2 after a late Thomas Souček own goal. But we put this behind us as we went out to Austria and beat Rapid Vienna 2-0. This would ensure qualification straight to the round of 16 and we had topped the group. The final game at home was to Dinamo Zagreb, who started the campaign, but it was very pointless for West Ham as they had already qualified to go through to the round of 16, so Moyes put out a young, weakened side who unfortunately lost the game 1-0. But as I say, it wasn't important and West Ham waited to see who they would get in the draw for the round of 16. West Ham had drawn kings of the Europa League who had won it 6 times, Sevilla. Seville finished third in their Champions League group below RB Salzburg and Lyon, meaning they had to play a round of 32 game against Dinamo Zagreb, which they won, and the first leg would be played in Spain. West Ham headed to Seville, but unfortunately we didn't get the result we quite wanted, and the Hammers lost 1-0, meaning it was all to do at the London Stadium. The fans were up for it, the stadium was electric before kick-off, and the Spaniards knew that if they wanted to go through, they would have a tough game on their hands. Areola made a brilliant save and Thomas Souček put us 1-0 up, 1-1 aggregate on 39 minutes. No one scored a goal after this up until 90 minutes where the game was 1-1 and heading for extra time. After a goalless first half of extra time with 8 minutes to go, Pablo Fornals took a shot at the keeper which was saved and fell to Andriy Yarmolenko. The Ukrainian substitute put the ball in the back of the net, making it 2-0 to West Ham on the night and 2-1 on aggregate. The Hammers knew that we were only 8 minutes away from a Europa League quarter-final. The full-time whistle blew and West Ham would only have to wait until tomorrow to find out who they'd be playing in the quarter-final. The opponent was Lyon. First leg home, second leg away. During the first leg, it was a nervy first half and right at the end of it, disaster struck. Aaron Cresswell was sent off for fouling last man Moussa Dembele and at half-time it was 0-0. But Lyon had the man advantage. After Cresswell was sent off, Moussa Dembele winked at the camera as he knew that this could be a massive blow for West Ham if they wanted to go through. But this wasn't the case, as after 52 minutes, Jared Bowen put us 1-0 up. Unfortunately, this was soon ruled out 14 minutes later as former Spurs player Ndombele made it 1-0, and the full-time score was 1-0. Heading to Lyon, it was a draw. During the days leading up to the game, the Lyon Twitter admin were getting a little bit ahead of themselves and saying that would there even be a chance that the French side didn't go through? West Ham had other plans. The Hammers took the lead away from home after 38 minutes from a corner which ended in a Dawson header, and only 6 minutes later we doubled the lead from a brilliant Declan Rice strike. Half-time, 2-0 West Ham, 3-1 on aggregate. 3 minutes into the second half, Bowen made it 3-0 and surely West Ham were through. The Twitter admin were well and truly humbled as Lyon were knocked out at home after West Ham won 3-0 and would be playing in their first European semi-final since 1976. Our opponents in the semi-final were Eintracht Frankfurt. Once again, first leg at home, second leg away, and we thought we had a stroke of luck considering the German side had beaten Spanish giants FC Barcelona. The West Ham fans were up for it again in London, but this time it was even more and was definitely the biggest game the London Stadium had ever seen. But as soon as it kicked off, it only took 49 seconds for the Germans to take the lead as East London fell silent. Only until the 21st minute, where Antonio got us back level 1-1, and we were showing a fight back. Half-time, 1-1. But only 9 minutes into the second half, Frankfurt restored their lead through Japanese Daichi Kamada. West Ham would have to fight back once again. With 3 minutes to go in stoppage time, Declan Rice put the ball across to Jarrod Bowen, who went up for a bicycle kick. Everyone was on their feet waiting for it to go in, but as soon as it left Bowen's foot, it hit the crossbar, and shortly after that, it was full time. Frankfurt had won in London, and it was all to do in Germany the following week. In this tournament, we had already come back from a first leg defeat by 1 goal, but this time would be very different as the second leg was away from home in a noisy, sold-out German stadium. This got to our head as Cresswell was sent off after 19 minutes and West Ham was struggling and needed 2 goals with 10 men. The first half got even worse for West Ham as Raphael Borré made it 1-0, 3-1 on aggregate, and surely West Ham were heading out. David Moyes was shown a red card and Declan Rice had an outburst at the ref after full time, but it didn't matter as West Ham wouldn't be playing Rangers in sunny Seville. So that was it. The European run had come to an end. Talking about the later stages of the competition do hurt, but it does also make me proud, and we went on to learn from our mistakes and win the Conference League in Prague the following year. But no matter what you say, one thing is for certain. No West Ham fan will ever forget that Yarmolenko goal against Seville.